Hi, welcome to Cooking with Lynn. I'm back again with another somewhat of a cooking video. It's not really cooking, but it's a video. And it is another of my series of homemade holiday gifts. This one's super easy, super delicious, and it makes a ton. You can give it to all kinds of people. The teacher, the bus driver, the mailman, the neighbor, yourself. It's very addicting. Once you start eating it, you won't be able to stop. So I'm going to tell you what you need. So only a few things, and it's super quick. So Chex, that's white chocolate Chex mix. I always forget to say what it is. Chex mix. So you've heard of the savory Chex mix. So this is a sweet version, and there's a lot of things you can do with it. There's a lot of things you can add. I'm sure you can use your imagination, but these are the basics. And so again, Chex mix. Chex cereal. It calls for corn cereal in the recipe that I saw, but I like rice Chex, and I don't mind eating it afterwards when there's leftover. So the 2 Chex cereals, Cheerios. You can use Honey Nut, or if there's another flavor that you like. Pretzels. I like the sticks. You can use the little pretzel-shaped ones if you want. Nuts, any kind of nuts you want. I've got peanuts here, cashews, whatever you want. And M&Ms, and you could use peanut M&Ms or other kind of flavored M&Ms, and white chocolate, because it's white chocolate Chex mix. So I melted the white chocolate. I usually do it over a double boiler, but my genius friend Janice, shout out there, lady, told me to do it in my crock pot, and it's fantastic because somebody's trying to text me. Because it stays warm, and you don't have to worry about it getting all gooped back up again, like sometimes can happen if you don't use it quick enough. So you can heat it over a double boiler. It's 2 bags of I use 2 bags of the white chocolate chips. But my friend, the genius, uses the almond bark. It's a 1-pound brick, I guess you could call it, and I guess you can find it at the supermarket or Walmart or whatever. So I'm going to probably try that next time, but I had already bought the chips, so I melted them in the crock pot instead of the double boiler. But you know, use your microwave too. I put a little bit of oil, like vegetable oil. You can use coconut oil in there just to loosen it up and help mix it better. Just like 2.5 tablespoons. You can add a couple drops more if you think you need it, but it's great because it's staying nice and liquid here in this crock pot. It's perfect, and I'm so glad she suggested that. So let's get started. Super easy. So it's, well, let's start with these guys. Pretzels. This is probably going to be noisy, and I apologize for the rustling, but it's 5 cups of pretzels. This is a 2-cupper, so there's that. You don't have to put any of these ingredients if you're not crazy about them. Just don't add them. Doesn't really matter. Or add more of them. Or add flavored ones. I mean, this is a sweet mix, so you don't want to add anything savory. And that's 4. It's nice because a lot of people, including me, love that sweet salty combination. It's great, and I just can't get enough of it. So it's 5 cups of that, 5 cups of the Cheerios. That's 2. Oh, by the way, get yourself a nice big vat too, because this is going to be, I mean, you're not putting this in a little regular kitchen bowl. I'm using this big giant pot. It's pretty much the only thing I use this pot for. You need something really big because there's a lot of stuff, and when you start mixing, it's going to go everywhere. So there is 4, and it's already going everywhere, and 5. So because I like both the rice and the corn, I'm going to do half and half of those. I'm not going to do 5 of each. It's a little crazy. So, I mean, you know, there's nothing exact about it really. It's not baking. You just don't want to add too much of the dry stuff because you want the white chocolate to really coat it. So that's too much. A little bit of that. And then we're going to throw in some peanuts. You can, like I said, use any kind of nuts. I guess I should measure. I'm going to put a couple, I guess I'll put a couple of cups. And M&Ms. A little bag. You can put more too. It's nice. I got the red and green, so it's nice and colorful for the holidays. And you can get little clear or whatever Christmassy bags, the little plastic ones. You can get the dollar store or Christmas tree shop and just wrap it up, put a little bow. It's a really nice little gift. I haven't met anybody who hasn't liked it. Gotta check out who's visiting here. He always likes to get in on the action. Say hi. Okay, that is pretty much it. I'm gonna kind of toss it around a bit. So what's gonna end up happening is the white chocolate, you know, you want to kind of work a little bit quickly because it can start to harden pretty quickly, and then you got to get it on. So I've got a cookie sheet, baking sheet with some parchment. I'm just going to dump it on there, and all you do is let it dry, and it just, you know, it dries, it hardens, you break it up with your hands. Look at that. I could drink that. Let's get it all out. This is so genius. Leave it to her. The queen of crafting. I'm using a rubber spatula to get every drop out of there. All right, that's pretty good. And ready. Check it out. Beautiful. So before it starts to harden, takes a little while. I mean, don't get, you know, panicky. Nothing to panic about, but you want to kind of like fold in the cheese. You want to just not cheese and don't. It's not cheese. And just keep going because it gets all, it kind of sinks to the bottom. So use your muscles and kind of just, you know, go to the bottom, bring it all up, back up to the top. Yeah. And it's gonna go everywhere. It's already starting. Messy business. Yeah, it's going everywhere. It really is. And I suppose you could use regular chocolate, dark chocolate, whatever. It's everywhere. You can't see me. Really sank to the bottom. Really big blob of it on the bottom there. You gotta get it stirred up to the top. It almost looks marshmallowy when you're stirring it. And the reason I'm kind of like folding and bringing it up and around is, one is that it starts to kind of solidify a little bit, and you got to use a little muscle, but also you don't want to bust everything up either. You don't want, like, you know, everything to be all sort of dusty. All right, I'm going to dump this onto my cookie sheet now, and I can kind of, if there's some stuck on the bottom, I can kind of move it around with my hands once I do that. So let me get this out of the way. And really nothing to it. It's not anything that is difficult in any way. I'm just dumping. And again, getting our hands dirty. All right, look at how much that makes. And a lot of the chocolate was kind of sitting on the bottom, so by flipping it out like this, it's gonna, you know, kind of go down and coat all over the place. And kind of coat the, really, probably should have used 2 cookie sheets. But I think it's gonna be fine because it's going to harden. And what'll happen is, You'll just kind of break it up. You don't want to like crunch it up so that you crush everything, but you'll kind of break it up and put it in your little individual bags or boxes or whatever you're going to use, and tie it up with a nice bow. And messy business. All right, so that is pretty much all there is to white chocolate Chex Mix. Again, any variation of any of those things that I put in, within reason. And you can use extra white chocolate on there, you can, or if you want to mix dark chocolate, you could kind of go over it with some dark chocolate. It makes a great gift, and it makes a ton. I mean, look at all this. You will be eating this for days and days and saying, get it away from me, I can't stop. It's very, very addicting. So check it out, try it out, give it out as a gift. Everybody will love it. And check out our other videos on the Cumberland Public Library's YouTube page. We've got some other cooking things, some other holiday things. We've got all kinds of things on there. We've got stuff for teens and kids too. So check us out, subscribe to our page, and subscribe to Cumberland Public Library's Facebook page. I hope you have fun doing it. I'll see you again soon.